The great thing about Utopia of the Seas is how many things there are to do on this ship. It is massive, it's fantastic. There is something for everyone.
Valerie, Kyle Travel Channel.
Starting with the Ultimate Abyss slide. I could not get enough of this angler fish slide. It is so cute, and it is 216 feet of slide that is 150 feet above the sea, and it says you get 2 full 360-degree turns. While you're in the slide, it is dark, but then they play music, and then there are lights that kind of flash. It was so much fun. We did it day one. I love this slide. The Flow Rider is so popular. So popular, in fact, that there were some days where we left the ship much later than other people because we wanted my brother to be able to just wait in line maybe after a couple people, because each person gets 4 or 5 minutes, I want to say. And if you want to try the stand up, you get 2 tries per session. After that, you can get back in line, but you have to do the little boogie board unless you have a wristband. And what the wristband means is you have full control over the stand-up. And there were people there that had their own stand-up boards. It was crazy. They were so good. They were doing turns. So my brother did try it a few times. He's already looking forward to our next cruise, which we're going to be on another royal cruise, and they have a flow rider. He is ready to get up and try it again. I have no doubt that next time he's going to be standing up on the board. The rock climbing wall, that's another thing on this ship that you can do that is super fun. Kyle and I tried it a couple months ago. It was terrible. We're terrible at it. Like I just said, my brother, he just zipped right up. No problem at all whatsoever. I'm not jealous, right? I don't sound jealous at all. Oh, he made it to the top already. All right. The other thing on this ship is the Putt, which is so cute. It's so cute. It's like sea themed. So there's a whale, there's little starfish, there's a clamshell. It's adorable. If you like Putt, try that on this ship. I think you'll have a great time. This is going to be geared more toward people who are gluten-free, because it can be really difficult sometimes to find something to eat or to trust that your food is actually gluten-free. So the first night we got there, I did get the steak because it was on sale. I know, I'm cheap, but it was delicious. I loved it. And then because I asked for gluten-free bread that night, they said, "Oh my gosh, here is the menu for tomorrow. What would you like? Pick whatever you want. We'll have it ready for you." So every night I was able to pick the food I wanted for the next night, and they had it listed and they had it ready to go prepped for the gluten-free station. So I felt like they took more care than most other places as far as making sure that if you have a food allergy, that you don't have the cross-contamination, that you don't have any problems with that. They did an amazing job. And that is one thing I like about having a set time. Kyle and I normally do my time because we're in and out of the casino. With family, we decided to do a set time so that we knew we would all be in the same place at the same time. And that means that our servers knew my situation, so they were ready to help out every single day. And I didn't even have to ask really for anything after the first day. They were on it. They were ready. The food itself was really delicious. When ordering gluten-free, you do want to be aware that, for instance, the pecan roasted salmon that I got, it didn't have any of the pecans or the honey on top, probably because it wasn't certified gluten-free, where they are making sure that everything you have is certified gluten-free. So some aspects of the dish might be missing. Didn't really affect it at all. The sauces were great. The food was delicious. We're finally to the shows, the thing I look forward to the most on every ship. I love going to the shows. You guys know that we go to Vegas all the time, and we always go to a show because we love the entertainment. On this ship, this was only the second time that they did the prices right. I wasn't expecting them to give away so many prizes. You can go on your phone and you'll scan the QR code, and then you'll pick a little avatar and you put your name in. For the purchase options, it basically is how much do you want to participate. If you want the level 1, which is like one guess for each of the activities throughout the show, it's $15. If you want 2 guesses, it's $25. So you get to make 2 selections for every single game, not just 2 throughout the whole show. It's every game you get to participate. If you want 6 guesses, it's $60. And they say the more you participate, the more you play, the more likely you are to get on stage to potentially win the car. So I do believe that because throughout the game, they do have points that add up. They do have everything figured out. So if there's a tie, it's going to go to who guessed the fastest. So that's what you want to do. You want to guess it as fast as possible and you want to get it as close as possible. They add up the points throughout the whole show, and so whoever has the highest points at the end, they actually get to go on stage for the 3 people at the end who spin the wheel. So the way it's set up, they're going to show some sort of item. They're going to tell you about the item. You're going to make a guess on your phone, and this is where you want to guess really fast and you want to guess really correct, because if it's a tie, it's going to the fastest, and whoever gets that right, they get to go on stage and they get to play a game. So the first one we had was Plinko, where the guy guessed the coffee maker and he got it. It comes down to like milliseconds. So he was like half a second faster than the other person who got the right price. So he got to play Plinko. He got to drop 3 of the Plinko things. While they did that, we had to guess where we thought the Plinko would land. And then if you get it right, that adds to your points and that adds to the potential where you get to participate later on. They did the Punch a Bunch where the person had to pick 3 of the numbers, and we also played along and picked 3 of the numbers. So they would pick a number and then they would decide if they want to keep that money or move on to the next one. And if we got it right, then we would also get more points and get more options to participate. We did the mountain climber, the yodeler one. We also had to guess how much we thought something was. So it was so much interaction throughout the entire game. It wasn't just you're watching someone else who's going up and winning. You're guessing what they're going to guess, and then you could potentially win money by guessing the right things that they are guessing. It's something else. Like there was one portion where if you guessed 2 out of the 3 numbers, then you got $50. If you guessed 3 out of 3, then you got even more. Most people on stage won between $150 to $250. Even if they didn't get to go on and do the car, they still won quite a bit of money. I really like this. I like it better than bingo, where they usually have like on the screen, it says, oh, this person has this many matches, because you really never see people win that much. I swear people were winning quite a bit, and I hope they keep it that way, because that is going to incentivize people to play more of the games and participate more. We only bought the one. We didn't win anything, but we did get to play the whole time. That was awesome. There was one part where they said, we know we have a glitch. We know that it's overload. It's system overload. Everyone is trying to do this at the same time. So just refresh the page if you're having a problem. So this was when you were spinning the wheel, because we in our seats got to spin the wheel as well and see who got closest to $1. And then they would put people's names on there and then pick from there to see who could go up on stage. It's super fun, but it went to a page that was just a brick wall and you could not spin the wheel. And so you had to refresh. So that was the only issue that they had, the kink they're trying to work out, where they had people running around working on the ship. They had people in the theater running around to help everyone. And they made sure that everybody was able to spin the wheel twice before they moved on to the final showcase. So I thought that was really interesting, because they weren't like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Like, we'll get it fixed. They were like, no, if you have problems, we're coming to help you. Just raise your hand. So I hope they get that issue fixed. It did delay the game a little bit. And so the cruise director had to stall while he was on stage. Didn't really affect anything. We still had a fun time. But to win the car, so they had to spin and get $1. No one did, but whoever got the highest on the wheel, he won $250 at the end. It was really fun. They did so many different games too. It was pretty consistent for the 45 minutes or so that the show was. I really hope we can get on another ship that has the prices right, because I want to play next time. We kind of, all 4 of us shared one phone, but I think next time I'm going to try my own. The song and dance show was called All In, and that's because they incorporated lights, they incorporated kind of lasers, they had some drones at the end. I thought it started off a little slow, and I love the song and dance. I love them so much. I go to every single one. It started off a little slower. I was like, oh, okay, like this is good. But then toward the end, it really picked up. The middle to the end started to pick up. They were playing really amazing songs. They had people coming down from the ceiling in different swirly things and different cage looking things. They had the costume changes were amazing. It was a really, really great show. I love the drones at the end. I hope you enjoy. I will never be unimpressed with the ice skating shows on these ships. I think they are one of the coolest experiences that you can have. I love sitting in the front row because I feel like I am just like back in the day watching the Olympics where I was obsessed with ice skating. It is no different here. So talented. They're jumping, they're doing spins, they're so entertaining. If you have not seen the ice skating show on one of these ships, make sure you go check it out. It's amazing. As much as I love the ice skating, I equally love the high diving show. This was my dad and brother's favorite part. This was their favorite show. They went to all the shows with us. They loved the high diving. They loved the Aqua entertainment. There's just nothing like it. Royal does an amazing job. Check out the show. I hope you enjoyed seeing what kind of shows and food and entertainment you can expect on Utopia of the Seas. These ships are amazing. If you can get on one, I 1000% recommend it. You will have an awesome time. Everyone is going to find something they like to do. Last week, I talked about the excursion we did in Nassau. That was the worst excursion we've ever done. And that was through the ship. So I'm going to have that coming out. We have some more Royal cruises, Virgin cruises, MSC cruises, Princess cruises, Vegas trips, the works. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything and like the videos so that I know what you want to see more of. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.
On way now, back to home. Goodbye, 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 everybody, goodbye.